Hello everyone, my name is Lowko, and welcome to a new StarCraft II Heart of the Swarm beta cast. This time it's going to be me, spawning as it's a red Zerg in the bottom left corner of Daybreak LE. It's going to be me. I'm actually a Grandmaster level player, and I'm going to be playing my opponent, who is none other than TriniXY. I don't know if this is like an alternate name for this guy, or if he's actually known like this, but he was actually rank 15 Grandmaster, and I've seen him being highly ranked in the Grandmaster League division for quite some time. I believe he played 3 games in total, and he was doing a pretty damn awesome Zerg vs Protoss build order. So, in this game, we are going to watch a bunch of TriniXY, because he was doing a pretty awesome build. And if you're a regular watcher of my channel, which you probably should be if you want to be awesome, you probably really know what build I'm going for, in Zerg vs Protoss especially. I'm just gonna open up completely aside. I'm not going to open up with any kind of 9 pooling whatsoever. I'm just actually going to start with a 14 spawning pool, followed up by a 15 hatchery a little tiny bit later. My opponent, on the other hand, looks like he's just going to chrono boost a bunch of probes out, which is of course really standard as well. He's actually going to open up with a gateway first, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. There we go. Gateway first. So this is a little bit interesting. Most Heart of the Swarm players seem to be doing this actually. Of course, in Wings of Liberty, all Protoss players right now are going for a really quick Nexus. What we see right now is actually a pylon on the low ground, Nexus, Forge, Gateway, pylon, cannon. That is what we see in pretty much every single Wings of Liberty game. Sometimes in a little bit of a different order. For example, they get the Forge a little bit earlier. However, TriniXY is going to open up with a gateway first, and this is actually something that loads and loads of Protoss players in the Heart of the Swarm beta are doing at this very point in time. However, his probe was a little bit late. I did manage to get up my natural hatchery up relatively early. I'm going to follow it up with a 15 Overlord, and I'm also going to just get another drone up right now. I'm going to get up as many queens as I can, as quickly as I can, so I'm going to do a pretty quick 3 queen kind of push, or 3 queen kind of push, no, 3 queen kind of timing. And I'm also going to create 2 Zerglings, and I'm also going to rally 1 drone, I guess that's this drone, going to rally this one to the 3rd base to create a hatchery a little tiny bit later. Whereas on the other side of the map, we already see the expansion going down for the Protoss opponent, also taking only 1 gas. So here we go, my first 2 Zerglings are already out on the map. I'm actually going to send them across the map because I kind of messed up my Overlord. My first Overlord somehow, some way decided to like go over here and then move all the way back. So I kind of made a mistake with my first Overlord. Kind of a big deal, to be honest, because now I can't see what is going on his side of the map. However, I'm going to use my Zerglings to scout while taking my own 3rd base, and it looks like he's having a Forge right now on the map, also getting a 3rd pylon. First pylon is in the main, of course, 2nd pylon on the low ground, and the 3rd is right here. So there we go. I'm actually going to poke in with my Zerglings, actually seeing everything that is going on. I noticed there's already a Zealot out really early on the map, so I know he most likely went for a gateway first, or maybe even a double gate first. I can't say that for now. However, I see the Forge not being finished whatsoever. The cybernetic score is only right now on the way, which means it's a little bit earlier than the standard timed cybernetic score, if I'm not mistaken. So I need to worry about a little bit of earlier aggression than normal. However, looks like he did a relatively safe build order, actually getting the 2nd gas geyser a little bit later, which is really clever if you ask me. Normally Protoss players always take the double gases at the exact same time. Which means it's easy for a Zerg player to scout the 3rd and 4th gas timings and realize what kind of a build the Protoss is going for. However, like we see TriniXY doing in this game, he takes the 3rd gas geyser and a little bit later the 2nd gas geyser, which makes it really hard to predict what kind of a build order the Protoss is going for by just judging the gas geysers. However, looks like he's pushing across with 2 Zealots right now on the map. I'm actually having 4 Zerglings out already myself. My 3rd base already finished, and on the pressure tab we can see the Stargate going down for TriniXY. So there we go. I'm actually just going to drone up some more, actually already having 1 gas geyser on the map right now, because I need to get my Zergling speed up against any kind of early gateway pressure. So I got that relatively early, actually going to do quite a bunch of damage to my queen early on, but here we go. I'm actually having a bunch of Zerglings out already on the map. Looks like this is going to be plenty to deal with all the Zealots that are out here right now. So I'm going to clean up the first Zealot. I'm actually cleaning up the 2nd and the 3rd one as well, trying to save up 1 Zergling, but yeah, does look like I will be able to do so. And as you can see, after defending this push, going straight into making 12 drones. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, he actually already has both assimilators finished really early right there. And he's also having the first Stargate producing a Void Ray right now. Going to add some more gateways. And since he went for such early gas geysers, he doesn't have full saturation just yet on his nexuses. As you can see, 15 only in the main, 13 only right now in natural. So he's mining a lot of gas, which means that he will be able to get a bunch of a bunch of sentries out, as well as really early void rays. Here we go, the first voids were already cruising across the map, actually going to go for the first overlord right away. He's also going to probably try and kill off this overlord. It's actually already on the Q commands right there. Going to try up and actually supply block me for the time being. Whereas on the other side of the map, we can see me actually reacting to this one void ray that I can see by throwing down a bunch of spore crawlers. Already having 3 gases mining right now. I'm not having any kind of, or actually already have my lair finished. And I'm also getting the road speed upgrade right now. Also getting a 4th gas geyser, and I'd imagine I'm gonna go for a Hydro Den right now. There we go, Hydro is then already on the way. And he is actually still adding more and more gateways. Adding a bunch more right now as well. Already having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gateways so far. 6 gateways so far. I was missing that one. And he's just going to queue up a bunch more void rays right now, using the first one only to snipe off a bunch of overlords, which will actually supply block me in the long run, as you can see already in the red supply right now. However, I'm actually creating a bunch of overlords right now. If you look at the income tab, I'm looking pretty damn saturated on 3 bases right now. However, I don't know that he is going for such a big push. Since he killed off all my overlords, I can't scout for the 3rd base timing right now. I should have a Zergling right here to see what is going on, because of course the normal 3rd base timing for a Protoss player is around the 9-minute mark, and he doesn't have anything like that. He's actually going to add more and more gateways, and he's going to move out with this army. He has a bunch of void rays already cruising across the map right now. It's actually, looks like it's 4. Creating a 5th one as well. It's all the gateways being finished right now. He will be able to do a lot, but here we go. I'm actually going to scout this a minute too late, and I do realize there's no 3rd base up whatsoever, so I start producing as much army as I can. I actually decided to opt for the Hydralisk speed upgrade before the range upgrade, which will actually bite me in the ass quite hugely right now. But here we go. Actually going to go for a macro hatchery right now, but he's already really close to my base, putting down a pylon relatively close to my creep right now. And I do realize there's a bunch of void rays as well as a bunch of what are they called, sentries out right now. And I realized that there's a lot of gas being taken early on in this game. I'm actually going to try and hold off as much as I can, maybe throw down a few force fields. There we go. I actually do manage to make him waste 4 force fields in total, but it doesn't really matter at this point because he's warping in a bunch of zealots. He has a lot of sentries out as well as a bunch of void rays. A really nice push right here by TriniXY. I actually do manage to trap he actually does manage to trap some of my units behind the force fields, and he manages to kill off and just catch me completely by surprise by not taking the early 3rd base whatsoever. And he's just going to warp in more and more stalkers, actually having so much stuff that I didn't expect whatsoever. So here we go. He's actually going to target fire the hatchery right now. I'm going to save up a bunch of energy trying to get up a bunch of spore crawlers in my natural because of all the void rays right now. But he's actually moving across the map, already having more supply on the map than me at this very point in time. And I'm having such a small army because I didn't realize that there's such a strong push coming across the map. So here we go. He's going to go for a final engagement, throwing up the void ray or the voice field on the ramp right now, having not much at all on the map myself. And here we go. I'm going to GG out of the game. So really cool play by this top level Grandmaster Protoss player, and I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe, which is actually on the bottom left of this video if I'm not mistaken. Don't forget to smile, and I'll see you again. Bye!